Hello! This is the one episode rule. I've been sick for nearly a week and I've returned changed.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
I've had plenty of time to investigate some things that we'll get into in a moment.
Interesting. A good old ARG investigation or something of a different kind?
God, I miss
Oh.
ARGs.
I
Oh,
wish it
man,
was
so
an
do I.
ARG.
We should run an ARG.
We should
Yeah.
run an
Maybe
ARG.
we are running an ARG.
Ooh.
I'm not actually
good-
real.
Yeah.
Anyway, Magpie, our wonderful host. Am I allowed to introduce myself?
Well, yeah. Go.
Okay.
You don't have to ask me to introduce yourself.
Because multiple times in the past I have started to introduce myself and you'd be like, no,
Yes.
you did that what I said.
The bit where Magpie gets angry at Blackle for starting her introduction too early.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm Blackle.
I'm sorry, I don't recall that.
Okay, I'm Blackle.
Hi.
I don't have anything interesting to say other than an interesting or quote unquote cute fact about myself. And the fact is that I think I've eaten more pineapple in the last month than I have in my entire life.
Wow.
God, I wish that were me.
You gotta be careful, you're gonna dissolve.
I don't care. It's too good.
That's the
what I
idea.
Life.
Yeah. I'm trying to get
I don't
my
mind
proteins
if I
broken down.
dissolve. I don't mind if I get digested by all the pineapple that I consume.
Okay.
Not
Turning
even
into a
like
thing.
I don't care if this fruit vores me.
Okay.
I don't care.
Hello.
It's so good.
I'm Joey.
Hi, Joey.
I wish I was eating pineapple, but alas, I'm sipping on some lemonade. Having a good time. I can't possibly give a fun fact because I have too much other shit to talk about.
It's
It's gonna
fair.
be a big day, guys.
It's oh boy.
I'm terrified.
Hi, I'm Emma. Sorry if I sound bad this episode. I had to drive for 2 hours today, and I blew my voice out doing an impression of Colin Malloy from The Decemberists.
All right.
You're doing the God's work, Emma.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We ready to get into this? Let's get into this.
I don't think I
Let's
am,
do
but
it.
okay.
I'm so.
All right. I'm
afraid.
gonna do the small thing first. Okay.
Okay.
So while I was sick, I was very sick. I was sick in a way that only I get sick, and I do every February, where I get an infection in the maxillary sinus on the left side of my face, and have no other symptoms other than just crushing face pain,
Oh, no.
which is
Oh
delightful.
no.
Poor baby.
Face hurt.
Yeah, it's like your annual like Harvey Dent syndrome.
Yeah, pretty much. I get the split personality too, but anyway. But anyway, one of my personalities was watching just non-stop loads of weird videos on YouTube the whole time. And one of them, and I highly recommend this series just because it's very interesting. It doesn't have much to do with anime, but it is Oki's Weird Stories series on John McAfee, the same McAfee from the antivirus software that's probably fucking up your computer right now.
Oh.
He, by the way, don't blame him for that. He hasn't been involved with that company for 30 years.
There's plenty else to blame John McAfee for.
Oh
as
yeah.
I understand it.
He's been too busy. Like crashing ultralight airplanes and getting charged with the murder of his neighbor in Belize, and then
Holy shit.
tweeting about fucking whales and running a presidential campaign. But anyway, I watched this whole video and it was very interesting, and I highly recommend it. But afterwards,
Doesn't he interview himself in over Skype or something?
I don't know. I have seen a number of people attempt to interview John McAfee. Attempt is the operative word. But anyway, I learned that he had a Twitter because of the joke about the tweet about fucking whales. And I was just like, that sounds hilarious. I'm going to follow John McAfee's Twitter because I follow a lot of crazy people on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So I go there to follow John McAfee, and I'm looking at his tweets, and they're actually not as funny as I thought they were going to be. And I'm going to post something here in the chat so you guys know what I'm talking about when it comes up.
Sure.
But anyway, as I'm about to, I hit follow just in case he says something funny, and he has said funny shit since then. And as I'm on the way out, I noticed something really weird because I guess I'm hypersensitive to it. Is I noticed John McAfee's avatar on Twitter. I'm gonna post it here.
Uh-oh.
Now, hang on.
So this is why you bring this to our anime
Say
podcast.
it ain't so.
I had to do this, and then I followed it a little further, and there was a story from 2018 from I think BuzzFeed News about the 20-year-old who is helping John's presidential campaign as a libertarian candidate by teaching him how to shitpost about anime.
Oh my god.
And
Maybe you can
now,
explain quickly what we're looking at for our viewers at home.
he is
Because
now.
this is an audio-based medium.
This is an audio-based
It will be
medium.
in the liner
be in the
notes.
liner
It will be
notes,
in the
but-
liner
No
notes.
doubt.
But John
Also-
apparently he apparently identifies with Joseph Joestar now.
Specifically old Joseph.
Specifically
from
old
Part 3.
Joseph. Which
you know,
I mean,
the one that like yells at a Japanese
Oh
guy.
my god.
oh my god! You
Yeah.
know what? Honestly, Joseph Joestar, yells at Japanese people, gets into fights all the time, cheats on his wife. Still less problematic than John McAfee.
Yeah.
True.
I think that the fact that John McAfee identifies with Joseph Joestar is on a similar cognitive-hazardous level as the knowledge that Mark Zuckerberg relates to or believes that he is this era's Julius Caesar.
Well, the Caesar thing is actually pretty common. There's a bunch of people who've had that delusion.
Oh man.
The other one I can think of is General Patton from World War II, who went as far to wear a cape.
Oh man.
But anyway, that's my little news bit that I just sort of personally experienced.
Do you guys
It's good.
do you guys think whenever John McAfee's bullshit antivirus destroys a laptop, his stand prints out a picture of Peter Norton?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, that's what it is. Enemy stand. I would love to have an antivirus software that just yelled "enemy stand" when it found a rootkit on your computer.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I would love it.
Okay, and now we got to get into the big one, which me and Joey apparently sort of independently researched. We were talking about before the show. I have collated all of this data in the form of a timeline for a sort of news sub bit that I'm thinking about calling Weeb Wars.
Uh-oh.
Weeb's mad.
That hurts to hear.
Weebs is mad. So let me present to you a short timeline of events. August 2016. A new manga called Interspecies Reviewers by Amhara
Fucking
and
my
Masha
God.
begins. Good and bad
Is this-
reviews. Relatively little controversy. Katakawa publishes it.
Is this like the moment when our podcast becomes like a prestige podcast and we go all serial and it's just like always about fucking Ishizoku reviewers from now on?
Yeah,
This is why it needs
I'm
to
trying-
be a big
I'm
A
trying
big
to
news
bury
bit.
it. But
because
anyway.
we gotta end it.
June 2019, Katakawa announces that an anime is going to be made by a studio called Passion. I think that's how you say it. Or maybe I'm just too much of a Jojo weeb. Anyway, they're the same people who made Citrus and High School DxD.
God.
At some point between these two, and this is the part that started to fascinate me, is Funimation licenses the show for North America. And I found out, maybe I'll get into this at the end, but I found out why stuff like this happens with streaming services. It's basically because it's such a cutthroat business outside of Japan where anime airs on TV that people will just sign for things they don't know what they are. They have staff in Japan to sign contracts, and they're just like, get it. I don't care what it is, get it.
My lord.
Anyway, January 11th, 2020. Show premieres on ATX in Japan with the censored version airing on other channels afterwards. January 28th, 2020. A small-time podcast host picks up the story about some fucking limited-time cafe so he can make a dick joke. Episode containing said joke, 033, background characters, airs January the 30th. January 31st, 2020. Funimation removes the program from its platform, stating it fell outside Funimation standards. Western anime fans begin to grumble about censorship. February 6th. Amazon Prime Video drops the show from their service. 1,000 weebs in ironic Takeo shirts arise and say, no, this will not do. And begin to reverse review bomb the show on my anime list at the behest of some YouTubers in an act of protest?
I guess.
February 7th, Tokyo MX TV channel in Japan drops the show from its broadcast, citing a change in circumstances within the station. Replaces it with a program about boats.
Whoa.
Complete
Wow.
silence from Western weebs. February 12th, and the current end of the story, and the date, I believe the date that we are recording this. My anime list is forced to change its site rules and begin developing code to keep people from pumping what is basically pornography to the top of the charts, nearly supplanting Full Metal Alchemist as the top-rated show on the site.
Oh.
Hey, y'all, I have something to tell you.
You have
is
more?
that I went on my anime list today during my lunch break. It was number 1. It was the top airing anime of all time on my anime list
This is
for at least a while there. It's currently sitting at number 19, but whew, y'all.
This is has been incredible, and it's been especially incredible for us because we picked it up before the weirdness started.
Holy shit.
Yes. And these things just keep finding their way to us. Like, for some reason I discovered that Grimes, yes, that Grimes on Twitter has Interspecies Reviewer anime icon, which I feel like tells you everything you need to know.
It's so
Yeah,
so
John
bad.
McAfee isn't up on his weeaboo shit.
Yeah.
He's still on Joseph Joestar.
He's still on JoJo's.
Hey, we have a lot of fun on this podcast. We say a lot of jokes. We do a lot of hyperbole. I'm going to have a Category 5 stroke if John McAfee changes his fucking Twitter icon to John McCrimvale. Okay.
Oh, God.
All right, somebody do it. Somebody tell his social media manager to make him do it.
Oh, please don't. Please don't.
I will be gone. I will be gone. I will go to heaven.
Burn it all down.
You'll be going to heaven with Crimbale.
All right. So outside of the official timeline that I put together in a notepad document in the first act of actual investigative journalism I've ever done.
It's very impressive.
I know, right?
Outside of that, I actually did sit down and watch 4 episodes of this.
I
Holy
watched
shit.
5 of them.
Oh my god.
I watched 4
What?
episodes of it because I was told that there was a moment that was legit shocking in it.
Ooh,
And
there's more than one moment, y'all.
Well, I'm talking about one specifically,
Oh.
and it was like physically like startling. Like it made me clutch my shirt collar.
How do you
I
know?
feel like I must know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Is
What
it-
are you talking about?
Can I
it was,
guess? Can I guess?
Yeah, sure, you can guess.
Is it with the girls in the tank?
Yes, it's in episode 4. With
What
the-
is this? Is so. I have no clue what this is. I have no clue what that means. Okay, I need to put you in my shoes right now because you know what "girls in the tank" means. I do not. My head is swimming right now. I do not know what the fuck is going on. It feels like someone just grabbed me by the ankle and shook me around and slammed me into a wall. What are you guys fucking talking about?
That's the thing.
they
I
go-
was thinking about describing it, but I honestly don't know if I should.
You don't have to, buddy. I just want you to know what I'm feeling right now about how
Okay.
No, like
Okay.
what I
strange
meant
this
is,
is.
what I meant is I kind of want to lead as many people as possible into seeing it, like some sort of carnivorous plant.
Oh no!
Oh,
I
y'all,
bet there's
it's
carnivorous
so
plants in the
bad.
show too.
Oh, probably.
well, they fucked some mushrooms in episode 5.
Oh my lord!
Yeah, I heard about that. I stopped watching after episode 4 because I was just
No,
like,
yeah,
I've seen the thing.
listen, I was doing quote unquote research, and it's not good. Like, there's some funny
Ouch.
stuff, but there's also some really oof stuff. Like,
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it is that let's not dress it up. The show's basically pornography.
oh yeah, it is.
Oh, and like I said, I don't really blame Funimation for picking it up and then putting it down that quickly because of like finding out how things go, which is just like you need to have somebody right there, and you need to make the decision whether you're going to pick this up right now.
Right.
But yeah, it's basically pornography, and it's weird to describe because it's like it's both more and less problematic than say Emma feared.
Yeah.
Because it is straight up pornography, but most of it isn't that fucked up.
Most I feel like the entirety of episode 3 was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, it's kind of funny. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like, there's some funny jokes, like when they were the one with the Cyclops girls. That was funny.
Like I didn't see that one. I will
No,
say
it
the
was
thing that
very
shocked
funny.
me was actually funny. It startled laughter out of me.
Like the kind of laughter you make when you like when you think you've encountered a ghost.
Yeah, you're just like
It was startling. I know exactly the moment you're
know that
talking about, but it's just like so shocking that you're just like,
you're just like
what
fucking
the
damn. Jesus.
Jesus.
All right. Well, that's what we had.
Yeah.
I have an anime
you
for us to watch.
Okay, you guys could have made this whole thing up, and I would be none the wiser.
None the wiser. You cannot watch this show, given your reaction to previous slightly risque shows that we watched on this program. You will die if you watch this show.
Me?
So,
I will die? Well,
Yeah.
okay, that's fair.
You'll perish.
Yeah, that's the like I don't think either of us can watch it because based on my reaction to previous risque things that we have watched on the show, I will undergo some sort of transformation. Yeah.
Let's just say it's much more on screen than any of the previous show we've
at the
watched.
same time-
Let me explain something to you guys. So most of my problems from the risque stuff that we see mostly comes down to the fact that it's very like gazy. Like I don't know, it's the way it's like because so here's maybe a little bit like okay, here's me opening myself up to you guys and being vulnerable. Sometimes I do enjoy pornography. However,
God damn. You gotta come out with that? Jesus.
It's incredibly different from the way that it's treated in anime.
Oh yeah.
And just the way that the way that like sex and stuff is treated in anime is just completely alien to me. Especially how especially like I don't know, like even like the show like the show about the dude who kept like being like I'm gonna make your babies, like I think that would have been okay had it not been for the like glaringly terrible consent
the coercive
issues.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I would not like I would be like yeah that's weird, but like I don't think it's heinous.
I feel it's very strange. I feel like Reviewers is actually like less fucked up than the other two things we've seen.
It is less heinous. They
Because
do have some
because there's no like
in
weird
my opinion.
there's no like weird consent issues or anything. Everybody knows what's going on. It's just be like we have come here to fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody is down for it.
Usually. It's there are some questionable moments in my opinion, which is
Ouch.
oof. But
Yeah, it's well, hey, guess what? You meet somebody on the road, maybe your first stop afterwards shouldn't be a brothel.
no, it shouldn't be. They shouldn't have been like, hey, we're gonna go fuck some cat girls now. But they did that.
Would you like a free one?
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
Well,
Jesus
so-
Christ,
He doesn't
folks.
say
I
no.
can't believe this has haunted us for this long.
But yeah, that's my effort to put this to bed. It's just like we've
Yes,
covered.
we
We covered the technical aspects, the fascinating way the industry works. We covered like different companies panicking and dropping it, and we covered Weeb's Mad. So
Weeb's mad.
these are the same Weebs that complained about the vagina bones.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Anyway,
So now that that's all out of our systems.
The
Thank
horny
you for
prolific
listening,
weeb.
and we'll catch you next week.
No, we
catch you
can't.
next week with an update.
An
Um,
We
update.
can't.
This is the bonus episode rule. Crimvale's problematic sausage.
Crimvale.
Fuck.
It really upset me when I realized that Crimvale is an anagram of Michael. But
What?
is it? Wait, is it? There's no V in Michael.
Hey, there's also no R in Michael.
My name is
Michael
Michael with an R.
I'm very tired.
That's okay, man.
I've been very ill.
We'll do most of the talking.
Yeah, maybe
but-
we should get to the anime that we're supposed to watch.
Yeah, I said last week that I have an anime, and I do have an anime, and hopefully it will wash the taste from our mouth.
Mm-hmm.
From our collective mouth.
Say
That
something
we all
funny.
share.
Say something funny while I pull it up so I can say it right.
Do you want me to talk about my Naruto experience?
Yeah, enjoy
Hey,
some
yes.
Naruto.
Enjoy
many,
some Naruto.
Who wants
Magpie,
to
you
guess
say
how
enjoy.
many
Sorry.
No, complete the thought. I want to know.
Magpie, you say enjoy some Naruto like a like a soda shop owner like putting like candies on the table. He's like, hey kids, enjoy some candies.
Can I offer you some Naruto in this trying time?
So I need guesses, numbers of episodes that I've watched this week. Guesses.
24.
Any other takers?
I'm
Numbers?
gonna go like 60.
Oof, y'all.
Are we underestimating you?
Y'all.
Magpie, you have to guess now.
Magpie.
Hmm?
How
No,
many
no.
episodes?
I was busy
He's
doing
busy.
work.
He
Fine,
can't think
no,
about numbers
fine.
right now.
Okay, the actual number is 0. Hey,
Hey.
What?
it's
You
time
watched
for
some
me
of
to
the
break
movies,
you off a
didn't you, you
piece.
fucking nerd? Ah!
Oh,
Oh.
shit!
Oh my god, the prodigal son has returned.
The prestige.
We've gone back. We've gone first full circle, y'all.
Joey.
This week it's just gonna be a small piece. Because I was at work and I was thinking, and I was like, hey, there's a lot of cursed Sanji facts out there. So let's talk about Sanji.
All right, Sanji.
Sorry,
Sanji.
is
Who is
Sanji Sanji's cooking for the would-be king, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't know what that means.
So Sanji he's the third character, I believe the third character who joins the Straw Hat crew. And y'all,
Can I get a
He's got-
visual on this buckaroo?
Yeah.
He's got the eyebrows. I'll dial one up.
Yeah.
he's got the curly eyebrows.
He's
he's-
tall, blonde. He's got long legs, and
And for some reason, the 4Kids dub made him sound like this.
Yeah, he doesn't actually. He smokes a lot, and he just. Yeah, so he's got the cursed curly eyebrow part is that they curl in the same direction.
hate that.
So his like I can't even like begin to describe. You see how it curls on the end, his little eyebrow?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
His other eyebrow curls on the same end. So like
The
not
same
towards
side?
the outside, towards the inside.
So,
Oh.
okay.
Oh.
So that
Yeah,
sucks.
exactly. But
I
you never
hate-
see both sides at the same time. So
Well, that's certainly a
it's probably
choice.
okay. So here's
hate
another
that about him.
fact that I learned today. Do you want to know what Sanji's name was going to be originally? Given that he's
Can I guess?
food-based and
Can I guess?
he yes, please guess.
It was food-based, you said.
Yes, it's food-based
gonna-
and he's got curly eyebrows. Keep that in mind.
I'm gonna say his name was supposed to be
Spaghetti.
Sausage
No.
Octopus.
No, you fools! It was gonna be Naruto, wasn't
It was
it?
gonna be Naruto.
Yes!
But then they were like, oh, there's this new anime, or there's this new manga being added to Shonen Jump, so, well, we maybe don't want to name him Naruto, just in case it gets
God,
popular or
Oda.
something.
Oda could have crushed Naruto for us, and he didn't.
He's like, this is mine.
Damn.
So, Sanji does have a real-life look-alike. Does anyone want to guess who Sanji was modeled after?
Oh man.
I can't imagine.
Wait, hold on. Let me think here, because I do get a vibe. Is
Could
it
it possibly be?
wait. Is the person a Westerner?
Almost
Yes.
certainly.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
I'm gonna say Brad
You're
Pitt.
not gonna guess it.
I have two guesses.
Please tell me.
Edward
Okay.
Norton.
You're not gonna
No, I
get
have
it.
3 guesses.
Okay.
Is that okay? Am I allowed to?
Go for it.
Okay.
Shoot.
So my first guess is oh my god, I've lost them all.
They ran away from you.
I got so nervous.
It's like you're holding a bunch of balloons and you let go all at once by accident.
I'm gonna say Heath Ledger.
Nope.
I'm gonna say Matthew McConaughey.
Nope.
And I'm gonna say the guy who sings that song that's like, if I could, then I
Nope.
would.
No,
I
no,
don't
you're
know who that
guessing.
is.
Do you remember when Oda wrote this? It was the 90s. Kurt
That
Cobain?
song came out in the 90s.
Could it possibly be Steve Buscemi?
What?
It could be.
It is a
It
goddamn
is.
thing like Steve Buscemi.
You don't got
From
the
Reservoir
eyes.
Dogs?
No, he doesn't look like Steve Buscemi from Reservoir Dogs either.
That's
No
apparently
one
what
looks
it
like
is.
Steve Buscemi.
If
closest
someone
thing-
looked like Steve Buscemi, their name would be Steve Buscemi.
Well, he didn't try, but that's apparently what it was. So hey, my last cursed Sanji fact, and this is going to be a participation event. So Sanji has 3 brothers, and I think I could get Emma to possibly guess the names of Sanji's 3 brothers.
So sorry, there are 3 of them, and he's not one of.
He
Like, it's
is
not-
okay. He is the 3rd brother.
I'm gonna guess Ichiji and Niji.
And what's the 4th one?
I guess Yoji?
Yanji.
Yanji.
You did
Yes.
it.
Woo!
Good guess.
What is the significance of this guess? What does this mean?
So Sanji, hey, it's Japanese with Emma. You guys
Oh, it's a
failed.
counting thing, isn't it?
Yeah. First of all, you guys failed your
Ichiji-san.
fucking. You guys fucked your test right up earlier when Joey asked about Naruto. I told you, Naruto Maki. Anyway, each Nissan Yon is 1, 2, 3, 4 in Japanese. So their names are 1G, 2G, 3G, and 4G.
Yeah, that's their names.
Oh man,
It's dumb.
I've got 4G on my cell phone.
Yeah, me too.
Waka waka.
Waka waka.
Hey everybody.
Let's
Tip
get
your
to the anime.
waiters.
I found it ages
Please.
ago.
Please
So,
share.
to wash the taste of last week's disaster and the current news cycle from our mouths, I have selected a show that I've been wanting to watch for a while but haven't, and carefully scanned the doc to make sure none of y'all had watched it. We're going to hit up Ore Monogatari,
Now
Uh-oh.
what's this?
What?
which y'all don't appear to have heard of.
No.
Never.
No,
Excellent.
I'm
Fantastic.
familiar with the Monogatari series, at least what it means. So I'm afraid, maybe.
In English, it translates to "My Love Story." So,
Yep.
Never heard of it.
So,
Huh.
I'm excited to get into that. right, we're back, and I realized before we came back that I don't really have anything clever to lead in with because I just sort of genuinely enjoyed myself watching this show. So
Yeah.
Just had a nice time. I
Just
would
had a
It
like
was
to.
good time.
good.
I would like to get out in front of myself from the intro. I did not know what this was. So Monogatari is an existing series in Japan. It contains Bake Monogatari, Neko Monogatari, and like some other ones. And it's like Monogatari just means story. And I
So
thought
is
that
Neko
this was
Monogatari like cat story?
yes, and then Bake
Oh.
is ghost story or monster story. So I thought that this was part of the Monogatari series, and it totally isn't. It's a
Swerve.
totally different thing. Yeah.
Swerve, it's about a giant, great human being.
A good
It's about-
friendly boy.
It's about my best friend in the world.
Good,
It's
wholesome,
about my
good,
favorite
friendly
buckaroo.
boy.
He's so big, so he can fit all of that love.
Fit all of that
Mhm.
love.
You can fit
Yes.
so much love inside this buckaroo.
This man, this good,
This lovely boy.
this good boy man
Mhm.
boy.
Oh
problem,
man.
the problem is he is technically a boy, but he does look
Yes.
like a 7-foot tall grown ass man.
Yes.
Yes.
So let me find the. Let me
Yes,
find
get us a
the
blurb.
blurb.
It's funny because I didn't think I knew what this was, but then I was like, wait a minute. I did add this to my watch list before.
I seen
Yeah,
this
I
Not-
have
man.
seen gifs of it before.
Yes, exactly.
I seen this man.
Yes.
I've seen him
All right,
around
so
these parts.
about the show. Takeo Goda is a giant guy with a giant heart. Too bad the girls don't want him. They always go for his
Oh,
good-looking
no.
best friend Tsunakawa. Used to being on the sidelines, Takeo simply stands tall and accepts his fate. But one day he saves a girl named Yamato from a harasser on the train. Oh God, you can't read that aloud. The parentheses don't translate. His love life suddenly takes an incredible turn. Takeo can hardly believe it when he crosses paths with Yamato again and finds himself falling in love with her. But with handsome Tsunakawa around, does Takeo even stand a chance? Yes, of course he does. Everybody but he knows it.
He's
Tsunakawa
just-
Tsunakawa is guiding his hips towards her.
Yes.
Stop it.
You can't say that.
It's just like, give me your big ass, I'll push you over there. You idiot.
Ah!
You fool.
Cancel.
It's funny because he's trying to do the same thing, but he can't. He cannot.
But he has
Wrong.
the rotten brain, so he doesn't understand.
He's too clueless about it. He doesn't know that he deserves love and that he is very lovable and that we all love him and we want to see him have experience being in love. And I just
He
like
deserves this.
the first episode takes these two, puts them together, and is like, hey, look at these two buckaroos. They're gonna fall in love. And I'm like, I'm here for it. But one episode ends, they haven't like said I love you or something, and I'm like, either this is gonna happen in the middle of the series, or this is gonna happen at the end of the series. And if it happens at the end of the series, I don't want to be here for the whole run.
My heart can't take it.
Mhm.
Right?
He deserves happiness and good things for his hard work in destroying train gropers and
Like, have
eating
you ever
pedophiles.
started rooting for a character so quickly than when he like saw the horrible creep man and it's just like, I will destroy you.
He's just like, I'm gonna
Yes.
kill that motherfucker.
Yes,
to
and
die.
take him to the fucking police station instead
punch
of just
him in front
pushing
of
him
a cop.
away. Yes, a cab.
The cops is like, I have to arrest you now. Like, I didn't want to.
Right, like this.
You
this
did just destroy
creep-
this man in front of me.
You did.
This creep was doing the she had a short skirt, she deserved it shit, and he was like, "Fuck no, buddy."
He did a
die."
fucking raw super on him.
He dented the counter with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton of notes. I basically, my biggest note was just, sorry, this is not part of the Monogatari series at all. This was just like, I mean, after last week, and also not to get too personal on this podcast, but after the week that I have had, it was just really nice.
It was.
I'm so glad,
nice.
Emma. I
Like I
only
said,
want
it's
the
a
best for you, Emma, you know.
Thank you.
It's a cleanser. It's like that little piece of ginger on the side of the sushi.
Yes. This is the sweetest ginger I've ever had.
But
Yes.
there's some notes. I don't have a lot of notes either because I was simply just having a magical time.
It was just
But-
delightful.
But there's some notes. I really I not only do I enjoy the two leads, I actually like Sunakawa a lot because I think he is probably just entirely uninterested in romance. But it's just like he's just like that big stupid idiot needs my help.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think so.
God.
Just be like I need to guide him. I need to give him my pheromones.
I need to rub my juice all over your big old body.
Ew.
Please don't.
Bro,
I'm just building off what Magpie said, okay?
No, it's different. Different. I liked how much of Sunakawa's dialogue was not spoken, but instead just displayed on the screen.
yeah, just silently as he looks at him, he's just like, "You fucking jackass."
You
you
just
serious?
use a QR code. What are you?
It's like it's like one of those like, do not say anything if you don't have anything nice to say. So that's just this internal monologue, just like popping out.
He has nothing nice to say.
Yes.
I hope some of Takeo's fans will appear later on because they were all very good.
Yeah,
God,
they were.
yeah.
In their
Had
depth
so
of emotion
many
and love for him.
buddies.
His friends love him. I wrote in all caps in my notes.
just
So
openly
good.
weeping at his departure.
Aw.
Mhm.
They're like, we're gonna miss you.
This is kind of an entirely foreign experience for Americans. Whenever you part ways, if you go to like different schools or something, it'd be like later, fucker. Just be
I don't
like,
know if that's true.
just be like, you want to
I don't
hang
know
out
if
during
that's
the
true.
You just like, you want to hang out during the summer? No, it's gay. Get out of here.
I had
Bye.
a different
relate.
experience.
You're Canadian.
Oh, that's
true.
true.
As an American who grew up in a very small town, I never said goodbye to anyone that I went to school with because I knew there was nowhere else for them to go.
Cannot escape the gravitational
That's
pull.
terrifying.
Yeah, I'd just be like, okay, well, I'll see you again in 3 months, and then again for the next 12 years. Bye.
I have a joke here. And I need you guys to stall for time because I need to find out this guy's name.
Okay.
I thought it was cute that they were playing Wii. I don't know. Think about that. I thought it was funny at the very beginning in the intro. He's on the top of a tower as like Kong, like King Kong. And you'd think he'd be holding the girl who I forgot her name, but instead
Her
he's
name's
holding
Yamato. She's Yamato.
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 Instead he's holding his friend, and Yamato's in the plane. I thought that was cute.
That's good.
You know who this motherfucker looks and dresses like in his off time when he's not at school? He looks like fucking Daimon Goro from King of Fighters.
Holy shit.
Oh,
He's the giant. Holy shit! I have a picture. His face is the
Hello?
same.
whoa!
It's just him.
It's him.
Damn,
I mean,
dude.
it's him as a young person.
He just
Yeah.
grows up to join the fucking King of Fighters tournament.
Oh my god.
He's just be like, he's just be like, I will crush you, and then go back home to my adorable wife.
Who will cook me cheesecake and macarons?
Cheesecake. Yeah, that's a note I had, by the way, since we're going to talk about the macarons.
What is this
Did your
amazing deliciousness?
subtitles say macaroons?
Yes.
Yes.
Because those were not macaroons. They were macarons. And it's a
Great.
different thing.
I am unfamiliar with either. They are cookies.
No, it's not the same. Listen, macaroons are like a coconut cookie. Coconut? Shredded coconut? Like a little pile of stuff. Macaroons? No. Yes, that's what I just talked about. Yes.
Yes,
Macarons.
they're bad.
Macarons are what she made.
They're also bad.
They're like, no, they're
They're
good.
too
yummy.
sweet. They're
No,
too
they're
sweet
so
for
yummy.
me.
They
I love
can't
taste
deal
so
with them.
much.
Now, here's my opinion. Macarons taste like nothing, and macaroons taste like coconut, which I hate. So
Oh, I've had macarons before. Those are good. I like those.
I don't
Very
like
well.
coconut either, Emma.
Macarons look like non-food.
they look like pretty
tasty.
patties.
They look like pretty patties and they taste good. So I just needed to get that out there.
Flacco, are you okay?
But yeah, the Goro thing really struck me whenever he heard about the fucking local pedophiles and went and stood outside the elementary school
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
a gi.
Just immediately. It's good.
It's
He's
just
such
like,
a
I'm
good
gonna wrestle
boy.
you. I'm gonna turn you into a fucking
Literally.
pretzel.
Half of my notes on this paper are like, "Good boy!" exclamation point.
He's so
No, you
good.
poor guy.
Yeah.
He's
Aw.
a good boy.
I like the female lead Yamato as well. Although she's a little clampy. She's
How
got
does
a
clampy mean?
like in the style of the studio Clamp.
Don't know what that means.
They made like Claymore and a bunch of other shit, and
Uh,
they have a tendency towards really extreme shoujo design.
yeah, just like these big eyes and like just like wet lips and just
Oh yeah.
They may be
damn
responsible for what you
lips.
know as yaoi hands. So
I see. I think everybody in this anime had really wet lips. Especially the two main
Kinda.
characters.
Yeah.
But I did want to say that Yamato has an extremely high-pitched voice, I found. And when
Yeah.
she was out of breath in that one scene, she sounded like a squeaky toy.
she did. It was so funny.
It was cute actually.
Oh my god.
She's just like, let me get that email though.
Yeah. I need that email.
Mail.
Hey, email. Hey.
this isn't even gonna help the podcast. I am gonna post an image in here that's going to make Black'll shriek.
I'm
Black.
Clamp.
Clamp style.
They're hard to see.
Why did it like that?
oh, it looks
They
like
move
One
so
Piece.
majestically, like a giraffe. Well,
They look like the One Piece rubber boy.
They do look. There's a little bit of One Piece about them, especially like the Nami. But
yeah, Oda does
they are
exaggerate
noodles.
those features. He does draw noodle
I-
people.
Think that
Oda likes some leggy.
Oh god.
I thought it was very cute that Yamato was trying to like wipe his head when it was
Yeah.
wet and she couldn't reach.
See that's almost the problem I have with their continued relationship, and is that she is like he's 3/4 like bigger than her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't
He is
even know. I would say by volume, I'd say he's 10 times bigger than her.
Like you have to measure. Yeah, you have to give a volumetric measurement of it.
Oh,
He's
man.
a huge man. He's a mountain of a
Listen,
man.
The fact that he's a mountain and she is a mere like tiny stone
She's a
doesn't
little
mean that
smaller
they can't
than,
be in love.
She's a little smaller than like a regular anime girl.
Yeah.
Skitty and Wailord are in the same egg group in Pokemon.
And
I think-
Yo. No.
I think it's
What the fuck does that mean?
It means that Skitty and Wailord can be bred together in Pokemon.
I don't know who those okay, can you type that out and show
Do you
me? 'Cause
remember-
I don't know who Pokemon are.
Yeah,
That's
don't
unbelievable.
you remember that Blackle doesn't understand what media is?
I'm
I
sorry,
don't consume
Blackle.
media.
do not consume or be influenced by media.
I don't consume media. I'm sorry. All I do all day is I go home and watch YouTube videos about academic content.
All right, well, I'll break it down for you with the context clues that were available to you the whole time. Skitty is a cat, and Whalelord is a fucking whale.
Okay, yeah, that's this anime.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
was my point.
This is that anime. Okay, you're right.
Thank
Emma,
you, Joey.
the things you say, Emma, are correct and good.
Thank you. That's the first time in my whole life anyone's ever said that.
Well, you heard it,
And the
you
last
heard it here
time.
first. No, it won't be the last time because I'll say it at least one more time before I'm dead.
I'll be waiting. Yeah, like I said, I don't have a ton of things to say other than this is very good. I loved the introduction, the tale about the red oni and the blue oni. The animation for it was so cool, and
The intro was great. I rarely have anything
completely
to say.
forgot about that intro.
I forget. I rarely say anything about like actual anime intros because I don't care most of the time. But the intro to this is fantastic with the fucking Godzilla shit and the King Kong climbing up the Empire State Building.
Strawberries.
Did anyone see a hint of him doing a backflip?
No.
I'm pretty sure I saw him in the midst of doing some kind of like gymnastic routine in the intro. And I will go back and I will take a screenshot of it now.
Take a
so that
screenshot.
to prove it to myself and to you all.
No, I believe you.
And yes,
but
I did.
I
did like him on the.
Of,
I did like him on the tiny strawberry though.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I liked him in the 3D cake in the very beginning. I liked the intro with the ogre because the ball that the kids are playing with, the texture of it was like mapped to the screen and not to the ball, so it was like as it moved, you could see more of like the floral background. And I thought that was pretty
neat. I do not know what that animation technique is called, but I love it. I've never seen it and not loved it.
I believe I would call it screen coordinate texturing, but that's a little bit maybe technical. But
if I was going to throw it into like traditional animation shit, I would just say that you would put like your animation over a big thing of just that texture, and then leave a void where the ball was, so that you could see it through.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find.
It's a cool effect. I think they had that effect in fucking. I can't even remember the name of it. Blackle. I can't remember the name of the hand touchers anime.
Wise?
Yeah. Wise? I think it was.
I don't know. Maybe.
Was.
Oh God.
It was W''Z. That's all I can conjure.
Hand touchers.
It's hand touchers.
Here's my screenshot of him doing the backflip in the intro. And it looks, because I couldn't get it right on the right frame, it looks cryptid-like. So 1 second. Let me get the...
He's got a lot of Bigfoot energy.
He does.
Take it. He's doing a fucking triple spin.
Yes. He is doing a triple spin.
Honey,
no one else catch that?
No,
Honey, take a blurry picture, Takeo.
Good.
There he goes, striding through the undergrowth.
God.
He's incredible.
He's fantastic. So, are any of y'all gonna watch more of this? Because I'll probably watch more of this. I say that for a lot of things, but I will actually watch more of this because
I literally had to stop myself from like watching the second episode immediately because I was just like
right away.
I want to watch more of this right now.
I am terrified of it just being this because here's the thing: is I have a lot of patience. I think that patience is one of my virtues. But I don't have a lot of patience for people being clueless about other people being in love with them.
I love it though.
No, it's good.
It's like, can you just figure it out, buddy?
It's what I'm here for.
I want because what I'm looking for is
this.
I know, but what I'm looking for is the what's it called? The cute, like domestic, like them like just being together. I want that. I don't want the awkward run up to it. I want the actual meat.
I only want the run up.
I want the fire. I want the
So you-
fire.
I
I
want the
smoke.
run up and I fall asleep immediately when it's over.
So you want so you want something more like Wotakoi or something like where it's just like, hey, this is a show about a relationship.
Sure,
That show's okay. I like that
as
show.
long as it's cute and I like
Never
it.
seen it.
I'm
Um,
okay with both.
On the other, you see, on the other hand, I'm much more of a Kaguya kind of person.
I
What's
need to watch
Kaguya?
more of that.
Kaguya is incredible, is what it
Ooh,
is.
it's good. It's good.
It's I recommend it to everybody within the sound of my voice because it is a show. It is a show about two geniuses who are very much into each other but refuse to admit it first,
I have heard about that,
and
and that seems exhausting.
they continually attempt to trick the other one into displaying feelings.
Good.
It's extremely good.
I have pulled a name for the thing that we were talking about. It's apparently called perspective incorrect texturing. Is what it's called when a texture or a pattern is basically sort of like the background and then the animation moves in front of it. That's all.
That's
not.
cool.
This isn't a learning Japanese segment. It's just a learning.
This is a learning
words.
computer graphics with Emma.
Yep.
I remember specifically the fucking sales demon from Dungeons of Dreadmore has a suit that works like that, and it's awful to look at because
Yes.
it's very heavily checkered.
Mhm.
Oof.
And it's just the
Oof.
same checkerboard
Yeah,
forever.
and he moves occasionally, and the checkerboard doesn't move, and it's really it makes you want to vomit when you look at it. So yeah, that's I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. I want to watch more of the show. It's good.
Magpie,
What?
thank you for bringing this because
Thank you for saving us.
Thank
we've
you.
had some rough ones. This was a good change.
Yeah.
I secretly identify with this show due to also being a gigantic man.
I can
I
see
had
it.
an inkling.
Yeah.
However, I did not have like any like smaller, handsomer men that hung out with me and took all the women. I just exclusively hung out with other gargoyles.
Magpie was the blue ogre in the.
Exactly.
And surrounded himself with many other blue ogres, I guess.
We're just like, whatever.
Ogre gang.
Ogre Gang.
So
I would love to watch more of this. I would love to watch the live action film adaptation.
oh my
What?
God,
Faction.
who did they cast?
Oh,
I gotta look.
He's a
Let me
like
guess.
a
Let me
big
guess. Let me guess. Let me
boy.
guess. Let me guess. Let me guess. Let me guess
Yeah?
who they cast. They cast Steve Buscemi.
Oh,
could be. Could
Yeah,
be.
that's it.
I'm looking at him.
Got him.
Do you already get him?
It's
Oh, he's
Steve
big.
Buscemi.
That's a big man.
It's Steve Buscemi. There he is. His
good
name is
boy.
Ryohei Suzuki, and he is a beautiful boy.
He's
They
a good
had to try
boy.
really hard to make him not look extremely beautiful here.
Yeah, they had to. Looks like they had to give him like fake eyebrows and cut his hair different.
And make
Yeah,
him
but that
do
makes
a
him look
face.
even better.
You got to do the face.
You gotta do
Yeah.
the face for the whole movie, Ryohei.
He's just a good boy.
Yes.
He's a good boy. It looks good. Yeah, thank you, Magpie, for this healing content.
Uh-huh.
All right.
This is one of few shows that we've watched on this godforsaken podcast that I can wholeheartedly recommend.
I'm sure next time we will accidentally uncover another active hand grenade.
Unfortunately, we are destined to just step on landmines forever.
Yeah.
If you have suggestions for creative ways to destroy ourselves, you can send them to the oneepisodecast@gmail.com.
That is one episode cast at crunchyroll.com.
No, Gmail.
Nope,
Gmail.
that's weird.
It's one
That's
word.
that's a weird thing to say.
We are Crunchyroll now.
Sorry,
Blackle.
Joey. What was the thing in the email?
Oneepisodecast@gmail.com. One, the word, not the number. Blackle, I'm going to destroy you.
Okay, that's fair.
Schmauzow. If you would like to tweet at us as well, we are also on Twitter at OneEpisodeCast. I can't imagine that you're listening to the podcast and don't follow us on Twitter already, but
I'm about
could be out
to
there.
I'm about to do a tweet just for you guys if I can find a good one.
oh
A good
shit.
shit post.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Give us-
do us a shit post.
Give it to us.
But it may take me longer than we can stand to wait.
Yeah, that's
Well, you
fair.
can clip it. You can clip it.
We
You have the power as the
That's
editor.
true. You have the power of editing, but do you have the commitment?
No.
No.
The power of
I don't
editing
think-
and the lack of the power of follow through.
Yeah. I
Oh,
don't know if
great.
any of us have
This just
the
in, John
commitment.
McAfee admits to cannibalism.
Holy
Hello?
fucking Jesus!
I'm assuming it's a PR move.
Are you
Come
joking
on.
right now?
Hello?
No, he did a whole video about it.
Hate this.
I
s-
I don't think we can.
Well,
that,
thanks
that's it,
everyone for
that's the
joining our
end.
podcast.
We can't talk-
Speaking
No.
of cannibalism and wholehearted anime recommendations, Dorohedoro just came out, and I wanted to
shit.
watch it for the podcast, but I loved it too much, and I immediately had to eat it, and I watched all of it, and it's great.
Oh, did you already finish it?
delicious.
Shit.
Well, I finished what's out so far,
Pull
which
to
is
Joey,
5
as it
episodes
were.
at time of recording. What?
Joey energy.
I said pull to Joey, as it were.
Absolutely. I joeyed it all up.
Joeyed it all up.
Well, I can't find it.
All right,
Joke's
cool.
over.
Good.
Podcast
Good.
over.
Wait, no.
Strong end.
I got it.
Ah,
Yeah.
Oh
ah.
my god.
Whoa,
Yeah,
everybody.
I'm
Get
gonna
back. No, hang on. No, shut the damn doors. Don't let them leave.
Lock the doors.
all
We
right,
are on lockdown.
I've done it.
All right.
See y'all next
Bye.
week.